Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Dino Valbone, cooking with Chef Dino. This is Sunday morning. As I promised, we're going to do a breakfast on our griddle that I've put together myself. I'll make a video how I did that. Um, this morning we're going to do country style potatoes. This beautiful cut of meat is beef chalk pot roast that we made yesterday in our wood burning pizza oven. That's another video you can check out. Ingredients we're going to need is salt and pepper. I've got some cherry tomatoes from our garden. I've cut them in half and sprinkled some sea salt on there. I have potatoes here that I've cut and diced. Everybody knows how to do this. I'm not going to bore you with that, but the one point I'm going to point out is that you want to make the pieces in little cubes and make them even so they cook evenly. We got some cilantro uh, chopped up fine. We got some garlic chopped up fine. We have some onion. Same thing you want to do with the onions as you did with the potatoes. You want to get them in even sizes so they cook evenly. These eggs are beautiful eggs from our hens here on our ranch. We love fresh eggs, all organic. And here we have Barbary bread that, again, we made in our pizza oven. And there's a whole another video as to how to make this bread. So what we're going to do is we're going to assemble these beautiful ingredients in our griddle here. It's a beautiful day on the Central Coast. I'll give you a view of my cooking area here. Our horses are in the pasture over there. Yes, sir. So, you ready to cook? Let's so before cooking each time, even though my griddle is clean and it's covered, I disinfected with some hot water. Water on a hot griddle. Um, this is one of the things about having a stainless steel griddle you can do that you can't with your ceramic coated griddles. If you do that, you might create problems for yourself. I spend a little more money. It's a little griddle here. It's been used quite a lot. You can see it's well seasoned. So I always start with disinfecting with this steaming uh, water hot griddle. And now we're ready. All right, so we're going to start. It's a little windy day here today with oil. This is just regular cooking oil. I spread that around on my griddle here. Don't worry about using a little too much. So we're going to get this all oiled up, get it all nice and hot, and we'll be back and we'll start cooking. All right, so I test my oil with putting a little piece of potato on there. We're going to start with the potatoes because they take the longest to cook. And we're going to spread it all nice, and that's the nice thing about having a large cooking surface here. You can spread them all out. And we're going to cook this about 3/4 of the way through. We're going to get some brown on each side, and then we're going to introduce our red onions. Now, if you've never done red onions with potatoes, you should try it. Red onions are great when they are sauteed. They get even sweeter. So we'll be back in a bit and show you the next step. Okay, so as you can see, our potatoes are nice and brown. They look crispy outside, but they are pretty moist inside. They just need a little while longer to go to be just perfect. This is when I add the red onions, all right? I wait to this stage because the red onions don't need that long to cook. If you overcook them, they don't taste good. They kind of dry up and they're bitter. Now we're gonna let the red onions cook down a little bit, and then we're gonna introduce our garlic. So it's kind of the same concept. You don't want to put the garlic in too early. What it'll do is it'll burn, and the garlic just needs to go a very short time. So we'll be back in just a bit, and we'll add the garlic and show you how it goes. Alrighty, so you can see the onions have sauteed a bit. They're not overcooked. They still got maybe a few minutes to go. That's when we're gonna add our garlic. Garlic you can add to taste. I add fresh garlic. This is about 2 cloves of garlic that I minced. I don't think I'm gonna put everything in there, but so we're gonna mix this up. Actually, why not? Oh my goodness, this smells absolutely delicious. So as the garlic is cooking, we're gonna push this to the side. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring out our meat. Now, beef chuck pot roast, for those of you who are familiar with the cut, you know there is a lot of fat in there. So what I like to do is I like to treat it like bacon. So again, this is the beef that we prepared yesterday in our pizza oven, and as you can see there's a lot of marbleization of fat. So what we're going to do is we're going to treat this just like bacon. You can see the fat right there. I'll turn it down a little bit. All right, so we're almost there. We're pretty close to assembling our delicious plate here. So I'm gonna let this sizzle there while the garlic is cooking with the country style potatoes, and we'll be back in just a bit. We're gonna flip this in just a bit. We'll be back. I'm not gonna bore you with that and show you what we do next. So now let's flip them, show you what they look like. You're getting nice caramelization of the meat and the fat. This is just, it smells so good. I wish the video had a smell-o-vision. Now that one is beautiful right there. All right, so we're gonna let this go. We're gonna take our potatoes off, put it on our plate, and we're gonna cook our eggs. We'll be right back. So I have my potatoes plated. This is where the cilantro comes in, very little bit, just to give it nice color and a little bit of flavor. You can spread it on the plate. You can pick it up as you eat. Okay, all right. Now we're back here where our meat is getting there. So we're gonna start cooking our eggs. I'll put a little bit of oil here. Country fresh eggs from the ladies who serve us well. Absolutely delicious. Check this out. Beautiful. Alrighty, we're gonna salt and pepper. Our eggs. All right, I like my eggs over easy, so in a bit we're going to flip this. I think our meat here is ready to go. Let's check it out. Yeah, flip it maybe one more time. Some of the ones with the higher fat. I'm going to start a fire here. All right, absolutely delicious. Okay. So next video you're going to see is the plates all plated up, the food all plated up. Oh, by the way, we got our delicious bread here. I just warm it up right on my griddle right there. So see you in a bit. So we got our meat on there, all caramelized. Those are eggs. And what I like to do is sprinkle a little bit more of this beautiful cilantro on there. And we're gonna garnish it with our fresh cherry tomatoes with sea salt. There you go. And of course, delicious, delicious, warm, toasty bread that goes on the side of it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's always fun to cook, especially outside. I highly recommend you guys create a little space for yourself outside where you can go and get away from this crazy world. I'll do a video on my cooking area, how I did it. I have videos and pictures from the beginning to the end. So stay tuned. Remember to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my videos here. Be kind to each other, be kind to animals, and see you in my next video. Oh, and last note, I forgot. This is how easy cleanup is when you cook outside on a griddle like this, especially if you have stainless steel, where you're not afraid of the ceramic breaking or chipping or scratching. And then I'll collar this with a wet towel, cover it until next episode of Cooking with Chef Dino Valbone.